so we don't know will some of them drop out to injuries. I presume a few might carrying a few knocks, but we have to wait and see. So we'll just go what we have. So quick one to the goalkeepers there, no change.
Yeah, no change, Paul. Look, it's a big, massive game. Obviously, the squad was named there just before the weekend. And look, it's as I said, it's a big squad. Just look at the goalkeepers there. Courtney Brosnan is going to be number one in goals unless there's injury. She's going to start both games. But there's always a ready made replacement of Grace Maloney and Sophie Whitehouse. Sadly, we haven't had a chance to see her, but in the international sense for Ireland. But look, I think Courtney Brosnan is a well efficient goalkeeper. She plays for Everton, of course, in the WSL. So yeah, I think goalkeepers were solid in that position. So no complaints there.
Yeah, the defenders now again. I think it's a pretty much the muchness about the squad will say. So I presume most of these players now are playing with their first teams. They're getting regular games. Like we do know that Anna Patton is with Aston Villa. She's with the
Aston Villa, yeah.
The top flight in England in the women's professional Super League. So again, there's no great change here. Caitlin Hayes plays with Celtic in Scotland, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, yeah. I just looked through the defenders there. One name that is back in there is Megan Campbell. She wasn't in the last squad for Georgia. I think she was injured. She plays for Everton as well, like Courtney Brosnan. She's very famous for her long throws, a bit like the female version of Roy Delap. I don't know if you saw him, Paul, but against England there in the Nations League, she's got an unbelievable long throw. It's a weapon that it's something that they've used in the past. That she doesn't start many games now, but she sometimes comes on for the international team, and it's a weapon to have. It's an option to have if we're struggling to try and break down the team. It's something that can be useful. Caitlin Hayes, as you rightly said, she plays for Celtic. She's had a good season. Anna Patton is with Aston Villa. Niamh Fahey, I don't think was in the last squad. She's playing at Liverpool, but sometimes she doesn't really start as many games as we would like, Paul, for Liverpool, but she's there in the squad. And of course, Jessie Stapleton and Diane Call, good experience here. So good to have Aoife Mannion back, I think, as well. I don't think she was in the squad last time for Georgia. So look, there's a few names there that came in, a few names that have gone out, but Louise Quinn is still out injured, unfortunately. She's one of our best defenders. But yeah, I think they're solid at the back there, Paul, and no complaints.
Yeah, the midfield again, so we have the same regular names. Is that Megan Conley? Is she the girl that's playing aside in Italy now? Did she transfer to Italy, or do you want to transfer to Italy?
Yeah, Megan Conley is playing for Lazio, if I'm not mistaken. She's in the graphic there. Yeah, she's from Cork. She was playing for, I think it was Bristol. But she's out in Lazio now. Yeah, that's right. She's a very good player. She was actually one that was also injured. So there were a few players that came back since the injuries since the Georgia game, Paul. She wasn't in the last squad. Kelly McCabe, of course, is the captain. Diesel Sullivan, two very experienced, two very important players. Lily Agg, she's always a good player to come on from off the bench. Russia Littlejohn is also back into the squad. She was injured last time out. Heather Payne is a good player. Marissa Shiva, she's actually taken her chance from the Georgia game. I thought she played very well in the two games against Georgia. No, it's Georgia, yes, to be fair. But I thought she did herself no harm at all, and she's back in the squad for this game as well. And Izzy Atkinson is a good all-round player for midfield. So look, some players have come back into the squad. They've had an extra bit of quality, and I think that's good, Paul, because we need competition for places. We need players that when they're injured, the other players step up, and they have had to fight back into their squad. One player that's not there, she was always a good player for Ireland. But look, if form isn't at the top and other players taking a chance, Lucy Quinn, she used to be a midfielder like a winger. She's not in the squad, so other players are taking their chances, and she'll have to force her way back in now if she can. But look, I think it's a very good squad. We got quality, we got numbers now, and that's the progress we've made in the last 5 or 6 years, Paul. Like back in the day, now obviously with two key players, Katie McCabe and Diesel Sullivan, they'd be massive losses if they did pick up injuries. But I think at other areas we have quality now that where in the past if we had like 2 or 3 of our main players gone, it would be huge. It would be totally noticeable. Like it would be the options on the bench or outside the squad wouldn't be as good. But because now some players have got injured in the past, like say for example, Louise Quinn, she's a very important player for us over numerous years. But I think the progression that we've made, like players like Anna Patton can come into the squad now, Caitlin Hayes, Aoife Mannion at Manchester United. So players that in the past would be massive losses. The losses is still big, but not as big as it would have been in the past because the quality of other players that can step up. So that's the improvement of Irish women's football in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Uh,
The forwards there. Is that Julianne Russell? Does she play with Galway? Is she the only League of
she
Ireland
does, yeah,
player?
she does. She's the League of Ireland player. She's a big standout for League of Ireland as the manager has said, because there was some complaints to the last squad that there wasn't enough League of Ireland players, but she said that Julianne Russell was exceptional. As she's been very, very good. She scored a brilliant goal against France. She scored in the other playoff match against Georgia as well at home. She could have had another goal, to be fair to her. But yeah, she's been brilliant for us. I think she scored against England away as well. So she's really taken her chance this year. And Amber Barrett there's in the squad as well. I like to see a bit more of Amber Barrett as well, because she was the hero, of course, from 2 years ago in the playoff against Scotland. But unfortunately, whether it's through lack of form or maybe she thinks she hasn't got many opportunities, but this could be the opportunity for her now in the playoff matches against Wales. Leanne Kernan is a very good player at Liverpool. Kira Carusa is like sometimes the own hero. She holds up the ball, does a lot of running. Like in a lot of the games, she does a lot of work holding up the ball and bringing other players into play. But I feel she feels maybe she doesn't get many opportunities she would like. She's got a great goal against Georgia there, and Abby Larkin is a good player on the wing. She's a very good fast player, can get a ball into the box. So yeah, I think we got a very good squad, Paul, and we're going to need it against Wales now, to be fair.